Hey guys, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having an awesome, amazing day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you're old to my channel, welcome back. So I know I said I was going to be on a little diet, but Puerto Rican heritage is like so hard to stay on a diet. Like the things we were raised eating. Like I was having a conversation with my friend the other day and I was telling her how we didn't even know what we was eating when we was younger. Like when they would just tell us carne, like it would just be meat. Like I didn't know if it was beef, I didn't know if it was pig, I didn't know if it was cow, I didn't know if it was chicken, I didn't know what it was. I just knew we was eating carne. Because if you would have asked, what is it we gonna eat for dinner, your mother would be like, mierda. And that's shit. So usually like you just had to eat whatever mom was cooking. And if you really didn't eat that, then you know, have a snack on the side or whatever and just wait till she cooks another snack later. Because that's another thing. Puerto Rican moms like cook all day. But anyway, I'm going to be sharing a mukbang with you guys today. And I'm going to be having fried eggs with totones. And, of course, a cup of water. Because that's usually what I drink in my I Love Makeup cup. But anyway, this story is going to be about the time I went to the DMV and tried to get my permit. And this video was requested by Jenny Candy Kitty. I'm going to be linking her channel down below. Thank you. Oh my God, I can't even talk. Thank you for requesting this video today. And of course, I have to add ketchup. Because I can't have, for some reason, I cannot eat dry totones. Like they have to be either in some ketchup with also, I also use the yolk of the egg to dunk them in. So anyway, alright. The story starts by, I decided like I was beasting. I was open. I really wanted to get my permit. So it's a crazy coincidence because my boyfriend had wanted to get his permit, but he had been driving like for years. I'm just like, basically I walked in there, no study, no nothing, just common sense. Basically, not for nothing, the permit is a lot of common sense. If you really sit down and listen to the questions that they ask you, like, most likely you'll get it. But people try so hard to figure out. Like, I don't know, they think too much before they take the test. So it makes the questions sound like they're harder than what they are, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I go to the motor vehicle, right? So I get to the motor vehicle and, for some reason, I don't know why, they told me I needed like 25 points. So I'm like, alright, most likely I have everything it is I need because I took my birth certificate, social security card, passport, light bill, my lease to my apartment, everything. And I was like 18 when this happened. So we go to the motor vehicle and we get to the front of the line and the girl's talking about one of my points are expired, which is, I believe, my light bill. She was like, it's expired, we cannot use this, you gotta get another light bill. So if you guys are familiar with the DMV, they are famous for having long ass lines. Like they always have long ass lines. Even to ask a freaking question, you gotta stand on a long ass line. Then when you get to the front of the line, they tell you to pick a number with a letter. Like, really? I was... So she tells me that I need another bill. So fine. So I send my boyfriend to get me another bill at my house. He goes, get the other bill, comes back. We get back in line. We're all the way to the front of the line. When we got all the way to the front of the line, she tells me that I have to take my picture first. So she sends me to another line that is like the most humongous line in the DMV because people are taking their photos. And the people that take photos, I don't know, for some reason, they're never in the booth. They always jabbering or doing something else they're not supposed to be doing. Because obviously, if they gave you positions to take pictures at the booth, that should be your job. You should be there at all times. So like, there's like 4 or 5 people in front of me, and the four or five people in front of me are all like getting to the point where everybody's getting anxious, everybody's getting with an attitude, everybody's not feeling it. So everybody's like, what the hell? Where's the lady that takes the pictures? We've all been waiting here for whatever. So I'm like the 4th person. So I'm jumping on the bandwagon like, what the hell's going on? Like, we want to take our picture because there's other lines that we have to do. Like, there's other things I have to do in here today. So finally the lady comes back. And she's like, all right. So she starts taking people's photos and getting people out the way. Of course, when she gets to me, I go up to her. And she's like, okay, ticket, please. And I'm like, they didn't give me any ticket. They just told me to stand on this line. She's like, well, you need to go over there like, they don't even feel a little bit bad that you have, and I'm sorry that I spit. They don't even feel a little bit bad that you have to stand on, like, numerous lines for your whole day, like, if you have nothing to do with your life. So she's like, well, I'm sorry, honey, but you have to stand over there, and you have to get a number, and you have to re-stand online because I cannot hold your place. And she says that the numbers go in order, so if she puts me back where I was by going to get a number, I'm going to be out of order. So when they call me, it's going to be totally out of order, whatever. So here I'm still being fucking nice, and I still go, and I get a number, and I stand on the line again. I'm going towards the middle of the line, and I'm starving. I'm starving. Like, I was literally starving. I hadn't had anything to eat. So, I'm sorry. I'm trying to break this damn egg. I don't know why this egg. I think I waited a little too long to eat it because it's kind of hard. But anyway, I stand on the line, and I'm waiting there in line patiently. Here I come closer and closer to the line. There's like 2 people in front of me. I'm open. I'm like, yes, I'm about to take my picture because I'm going to get my permit and I'm going to drive today. I was telling my boyfriend, I'm going to drive your car out of here today. Woo, woo. I was lit. I was so happy. So, there's like 2 people in front of me, and now they start to complain again like the other people was. Like, where the hell is the lady that takes the ticket booth? Because if she don't see people standing like literally right there for like 20 minutes, she will not come and take your picture. So we standing there, they like, system is down. I'm like, really? Like, I've been through all of this all day. I was telling my boyfriend, I don't think today is the day for me to get my permit. He's like, yes, today you're going to get your permit. And then he just, like, encouraged me again to be happy to get my permit. So I'm like, all right, today I'm going to get my permit. Today I'm going to get my permit. I'll put it in my head. Today I'm going to get my permit. Here comes, like, 20 minutes later, system went back up. I'm happy. I already have scheduled. I stood on the line to schedule my permit test, and now I just gotta take my photo for my ID. System's back up. Super happy, super excited, super anxious to get this freaking piece of paper in my hand. So I take my picture, and if you guys, I'm gonna try to see if I could insert a picture of my driver's license ID, because I was super happy. Like, I'm like, jeez. The lady's like, you can't smile. I was like, there's no way I'm not coming out with a big ass Kool-Aid smile on my photo ID. And every club I go to, people laugh at me like, you were super happy to get your permit. I was like, yes, I was. So, I get my slip to go take the permit test. Now I'm getting to the point where I'm nervous. I'm not even anxious anymore. I'm kind of more nervous about if I'm going to pass or I'm going to fail this test. And as I told you guys before, my boyfriend had been driving for like 5 or 6 years, but he still hadn't got his permit yet. and I don't know why I'm choking. He still hadn't got his permit yet. So we was going to take our permit test the same day. But, of course, everything went good for him and everything went downhill for me. So we're waiting there to take our permit test. We go in. They sit you in a room. They give you a piece of paper. They have like desks with all the different traffic signals and signs available, like in your state, I guess. In New York City, like they have the stop sign, the Yale, the hospital sign, the highway sign, like places, restaurants that you can stop and eat or whatever. Like they had just different signs, and that's what they will ask you the questions about. So there's like 10 questions about the signs, and then there's like 15 questions about like alcohol and weight and all this other stuff. So anyway, we go in, we take the test, and we're waiting outside. They tell us to step outside and give us a minute to let us know if we pass the test or we fail. So we're sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and I don't know, for some reason the people that took the test before us, like, it was really quick, like really quick, like really quick. So I'm sitting there wondering, I'm like, what the hell could be going on now? Like, what the hell could be wrong now that we're still sitting here waiting and everybody else has done what they have to do and left? So the girl comes out and she's like, oh, all the students that took the test at this time, we are so sorry, you know, our machine, we're having problems getting you guys results, so please be patient and relax. And we couldn't be any more fucking patient. Like, we've been there all fucking day. Like, I'm already stressed the fuck out. Like, I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm mad. Like, I have so many emotions all in one. Like, so many emotions. So she's like, I come on, I'm like, you know, I'm like, this is crazy. Like, you know, we've been waiting here all day to try to take our permit test, and like everything constantly, every line we've been through, we've had a difficulty or some type of something happen. Like, what the hell's going on? Y'all need to get y'all system together. So the lady's like, this is the DMV, honey. Like, I'm like, excuse me, like, you proud to say that we have to be here upset, mad, angry, sitting here all day because this is the DMV. So you know what the DMV does. Like, y'all do this shit purposely. So she's like, you know what, honey? I'm not even going to get into it with you. I hear this all day and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the crap. So I'm like, with myself, I'm like, you want to know something? I don't need to be escorted out of the DMV. So let me calm my ass down, just relax, and be motherfucking patient, which I can't be. For some reason, I can never fucking be patient. I'm always late, but I'm not patient. So those are two different opposites that do not attract. Like, you should not be late if you're very impatient. But I'm always late, and I'm very impatient. I hate waiting. So anyway, we're sitting there. We continue to sit there and wait. Finally, somebody comes out and they like, oh, you know, we have your results ready. So everybody stands online. And when it comes to me, she gives me my results. And she's like, congratulations, you passed. And then when it comes to my boyfriend, she goes, oh, I'm so sorry to let you know that you failed. So I was like, oh, shit. I didn't even study. Like, you've been driving for 5 years. You should be ashamed of yourself. So I'm bothering him. And let me tell you, he was pissed off. He was like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck did this chick not study for this test, come on a random, and pass the test? So I'm like, I got common sense. I got skills like that. So I'm all open, teasing him, and he's like, upset. So I'm like, finally, where the DMV that I went to, there was like McDonald's, literally across the street. So we're walking towards the McDonald's, literally across the street, and we bump into like a friend from the neighborhood. And they like, oh my God, you know, don't park your car at McDonald's and go into the DMV. They just towed my car. So he tells us this whole long story, and I'm like, you know, I felt bad for the guy. I can't deny, but I was fucking starving. Like, I wanted to get something to eat, like, ASAP. Like, I'm like, hello. I've been sitting in the DMV all freaking day, and I want to, I want to go get something to eat because I'm freaking starving. So he's like, all right, tries to cut the conversation short with the guy, and we continue to walk to McDonald's. So I go to McDonald's, and I'm like, the girl's like, can I take your order? With a mad attitude. I'm like, yes, ma'am. I want a Big Mac with a medium fries and a soda. A large supersized soda. I don't know if you guys remember when they had the supersized. Yes, I wanted a supersized soda. It was hot. I was hungry. I was tired. I was exhausted. I was nervous. I was anxious. I was everything. Now I'm just super, super fucking excited. Like, I'm being nice to everybody. I'm happy. So even though she had her attitude while she was taking my order, I was like, yes, darling. Give me that Big Mac. Give me them large fries and that large soda because I'm hungry. So she's like, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to give us a few minutes because they've been like ordering like Big Macs like off the hook. So we gotta start making some more or whatever. So you're gonna have to wait like 10 minutes. So I'm like, fine, no problem. I'll wait as long as I have to wait. The DMV is open till 6 o'clock. So I got all the way to 6 o'clock to turn in my paperwork that I passed the test and get the actual ID mailed out to me. So we're sitting there. Finally, my Big Mac comes. I have my Big Mac. I enjoy my Big Mac. I enjoy the shit out of that Big Mac. Because when you're starving, everything tastes good. Like, when you're starving, it's like the best. It could be the nastiest food, but you be like, that shit was banging that night. Like, what happened? Like, the next time you go eat it, you be like, that night, that shit was good. Like, what happens to that? But whenever you're starving, anything tastes delicious. Well, anyway, I swallowed up my burger, and I take my ass back to the DMV. We cross back across the street, because it's like literally across the street from McDonald's. So here I go teasing his ass again, like, I cannot believe you've been driving for 5 years and you didn't get your permit, and I got my permit the first try. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Teasing. So we get to the door of the DMV, and I go to open the door, and the door does not open. So now I'm like, oh my God, like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? The DMV is supposed to close on these days. Like, we mixed up the date. Like, on some days it closed at 6, and some days it closed at 3. So we mixed up the day that it closed at 3 for the day that it closed at 6. So you already know, because basically I told you. We go, and the place is closed. They have like a wheel. Like when you go to theme parks, that they have that wheel that you can only go in, but you can't come out. So the one they have, you can only come out, but you can't go in. So I'm explaining to the security guard through this gate, looking like I'm in jail, begging him for like commissary or to bail me out with some shit. I'm like, sir, you don't understand. I just passed my permit test, and you guys are closed. You guys was not supposed to be closed. Like, you guys were supposed to be open till 6. He's like, no, read the sign. So when I look at the damn sign says that they're only open to 3. And it doesn't matter under no circumstances are they going to let me in. I'm like, I'm standing there and I'm super freaking depressed, and now my boyfriend's looking at me like, ha 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 ha, and I'm pissed. And I'm not trying to show him that I'm pissed, because I freaking made fun of him like throughout the whole time that he did not pass his permit test. So he's like, don't worry, we just come back tomorrow, we give him your paperwork, everything should be fine. So the guy is like, just looking at us, not saying anything, and I'm just pissed off, because silence is the worst thing for me. Like, argue back. Say fucking something, because if you don't say something, that shit just pisses me off. Like, you have to say something. Don't stand there and be all quiet just looking at me. Like, so we go, And we go home and we go and we wait for the next day. And I'm sleeping with the fucking ticket under my pillow. Like, I passed my permit. And tomorrow I'm getting my permit. I'm super, super excited. So we get to the DMV the next day. And when we get to the DMV, they tell me to stand online, of course, as they always do. They told me to stand online, and they just told me to go wherever, because I told I passed my permit, I need to know where I gotta go now. So I'm standing online. There's like millions, because to me it looked like millions of people, so I'm gonna say millions. There was millions of people standing there. So finally, pretty much everything didn't go as bad as it did the first day, so I got really quick to the front of the line. And of course, when I get to the front of the line, the girl's like, I'm sorry, you can't use that ticket. And I'm like, excuse me, what do you mean I can't use this ticket? She goes, that ticket is from yesterday. All those people that passed those tests that didn't go to the window yesterday, they take that out of the system. You're no longer in the system that you passed the test. You have to take that test over. And here I go, because like I told you guys in the previous video, when I get upset, I start crying. So I started crying. I'm standing there crying, and here comes my boyfriend being very encouraging, telling me, you know, if you passed it one time, you're going to pass it again. Just take the test again. So I'm like, no, this is not fair. I want to speak to the supervisor. So I asked to speak to the supervisor. Supervisor comes out, telling me basically the same thing. There's nothing we can do for you, ma'am. All the people that passed that test that didn't go to the window yesterday, you know, we can't do nothing about it. So I'm standing there majorly depressed because I passed my permit test, first time, starving all day, go get something to eat, they close the place, I don't got my permit, and I'm just miserable at this point. So the girl's like, you have to go take the exam again. So we had to go a court, of course, and do the process all over again. We did everything all over again. We finally get to the room, we take our exam, both of us again, and guess what? The lady calls me up, and she's like, I'm so sorry to tell you, you failed your test. I was more depressed than when I was before they told me that I had to take it again. Like, I was depressed. And when my boyfriend comes up, he's like, congratulations, you passed the test. So you knew what was going to happen to me that day. I was going to get taunted the whole day and teased the whole day. But after two more times that I took it, I finally passed it. I finally got my permit. 2 weeks later, I took my driver's license driving test, and I passed that. So finally, I got my license, and I was super excited. So that was basically my DMV horror story, motor vehicle. Well, horror story, motor vehicle. That was basically my DMV horror story. And my friend here on YouTube, Jenny, she did a video on her experience at the DMV, and I was kind of watching her on Snap, and I was also watching her on YouTube. So, yeah, I'm going to be linking her channel down below, so you guys could definitely go check her out. She's cool. She has 2 channels. She does wonderful art, and she's doing like a little journey of her braces, and also she's just like a cool little vlogger and says some cool little stories that you'll find interesting. So just go check her out. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't by now. Hopefully you have. But share, like, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this video because, you know, it was kind of a homemade meal, but I chumped it down with you guys and I told you guys a story. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Oh, wait a second. Please don't go. All right. One more thing I had to say that I didn't mention in this video. I want to make a new name for my channel. So if you have any suggestions, any ideas, anything you think, you know, would be good. I have this name now, and I wanted to do Miss Puerto Rican. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And also, if you had a story, any kind of experience like this, let me know down in the comments below. I love reading you comments and just, you know, hearing different stories that you guys have. So anyway, once again, I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.